break. Call your own number. Are you under? On the edge of your seat? Your team can't be beat. Only in it for the halftime show. It's okay, we know. Got its information, pumped up the nation, got your own celebration. Ow! Juicy cheese after B-sides only for a limited time. Man, I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
It's a very simple procedure, Mr. Diaz. We're just going to make one small incision here, then we're going to go in and remove your 67 Corvette.
I bet. It's just a gallbladder.
You don't have paying you cash, so you might have to sell that sweet little muscle machine just to cover your rent. More funny juice.
But my papa gave me...
What do you wish you had? I love doing that.
Health can change, but the life you love doesn't have to. Keep your lifestyle healthy with
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies.
Por tus olas de granos d'amber,
Your patient nuts are
soy baba na rudas.
America, America, God shed His grace on thee. For my child de la mer à la mer brillant. From sea to shining.
This Thursday, it's a young chef's life for us. Not a cook and bake and fry. Beef regular apple pie.
I hope it's familiar. Delicious.
Coordinate soaks up, you see. Check out a me. Awesome stars will be our guests. Our Christina's just the best. You look and you know. Master Chef is quite a show. It's a young chef's life.
maybe the most powerful mutant we've ever encountered. Legion premieres Wednesday on FX.
I don't care.
Free Cake Show on Fox is sponsored by Ford. Going further so you can. Show. Thank you for watching the Ford Freak Show, brought to you by Ford. Going further so you can. Please welcome to the captains from the New England Patriots and Atlanta Falcons, and tonight's referee, Carl Shepard. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to the North Tunnel and help us welcome two very special guests.
Okay, let's send that offensive striker.
President Bush, Mrs. Bush, we're honored that you could join us for the coin toss. Captain, congratulations on earning the opportunity to play in Super Bowl 51. This is the coin that we'll be using for the toss. The Super Bowl logo is heads. New England is the visiting team. Captain, what's your choice? Heads. They have chosen heads. President Bush, would you please toss a coin? It is tails. Atlanta has won the choice and elects to defer the choice to the second half. New England will receive the ball first at this end of the field. Good luck, Jeff.
Well, an honor to have the 41st President of America with us here tonight, George H.W. Bush. Decorated Navy pilot, shot down over the Pacific during World War II. There's not a tougher man in this stadium tonight. Mr. Back up to this.
No one will stop. That's why Ford developing new, faster, easier, better. Today and tomorrow, we're going further, so you can.
Fox Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
There have been 50 Super Bowls. This number 51, and the Falcons in their 51st year of their franchise history taken away as they won the toss and they deferred. Spanish language broadcast available on Fox Deportes. Glad you're with us, and we're going to see what Tom Brady and the offense for the New England Patriots has in store for this young but improving, rising defense for the Atlanta Falcons. And Brady, who tonight playing in his 7th Super Bowl, the most of any player in Super Bowl history, will be gunning for setting 5th win. Bosher to kick it away with Tom Lewis waiting on Fox. And now it's time to play football. The 3-time Super Bowl MVP, Tom Brady, who has virtually every record for a quarterback during Super Bowl play, is out guiding this offense. You think he's fired up? Usually he is on the sideline. He's got a record of 4-2 as he plays in his 7th, and he's already pumping the fist and yelling on the sideline before this Super Bowl start. All right, Aikman, here we go. Starting from the 25. Campbell, the linebacker, and we'll give you the lineups. And we'll give you a look at the skill players. We'll see kind of a 3-headed monster at the running back position for the New England Patriots. And then a much improved offensive line with David Andrews in the middle at center. Improved from, here we go, 2nd and 10. First down, he gets 9, brought down by Philip Wheeler. Third down and 1 coming up. Well, you see Tom Brady, he's able to slide in the pocket. Certainly one of the big keys for this Atlanta Falcons defense is, will they be able to get pressure on Tom Brady? He slides and maneuvers within the pocket as well as anybody. Not a threat as a runner. Here's Blount on 3rd and 1, and didn't get it. Deion Jones, the rookie linebacker, is in there to make the stop for Atlanta. And it's start the game for the Patriots. Well, Deion Jones, number 45, right in the middle, has really come on strong here at the end of this season. He's able to shoot the gap. He makes a play on LeGarrette Blount. That is a great start for this young defensive unit to get off the field with a 3-and-out. Ryan Allen will punt it with Eric Weems, a veteran waiting. There's never been a punt return for a touchdown in Super Bowl history. There has never been a punt return for a touchdown in Super Bowl history, and flags are down. Nate Ebner, who was an Olympian on the rugby team, down there to make the stop after a 10-yard return.
5 receiving team. 10-yard penalty.
Sounded like 55, and that's Paul Warlow, who was guilty of a hold. That's who it's against. And here's Matt Ryan. And Troy, you know better than anybody. It's what you do in the big games. It's what you do in a game like this. He came into this postseason with a career record of 1-4. He's been outstanding getting to the Super Bowl. He really has. He's done a great job protecting the football. He's been awfully good through the 2 playoff games, and you can just imagine the emotion that's going through him right now as he's about to take his first snap in the Super Bowl. And when you think about Matt Ryan, the only thing that has kept him from being mentioned with the greats in the game on a consistent basis is not having a Lombardi trophy. He was the NFL's MVP last night, starting from the 8. Freeman on toss, running left. Walker in front of him, Matthews. Good start, and Freeman breaks loose. Devontae Freeman, welcome to the Super Bowl, out to the 45.
First play of the game.
By Malcolm Butler and a carry of 37. Here, Jake Matthews comes out. You can see Julio Jones. He's
Hey, Gino, viewers though.
Devontae Freeman gets it going north and south.
Okay, I'll call you.
About this running game for the Falcons. In visiting with Kyle, he says he's got to be able to run it, and that's hard to do against this Bears defense, but they do it on the first play. From the 8 to the 45 in one play, gets another crack at it, cuts upfield, and Devontae Freeman on first down gets 3. Let's go back to that previous carry by Freeman and see the blocking by Julio Jones. He's a complete receiver, and all the things that he's able to do within the passing game, and then to be able to come up and make key block plays. He's played through a lot. So that was a great start for this Falcons offense. Now Freeman comes out, and the other half of this great tandem is Evan Coleman. Second-year player from Indiana comes in. Second and 7, pass caught. DeMarco, the fullback, takes it into New England territory. Patrick Chung on the stop at the end of 3. Look at the skill players, and they've got a lot of them. Touchdown passes from Matt Ryan to 13 different players during the course of the regular season. That's an NFL record. And you talk about Matt Ryan and the year that he's had. Well, why is that? Because he went out and really brought in some quality players at the skill position with Mohamed Sanu, Taylor Gabriel, and then, of course, pairing up with these running backs. He's got a lot of weapons on the offensive side of the ball to him. The screen on 3rd 4. Ryan in trouble, and down he goes. Ball is out, but they're going to rule that Ryan was down. This is no fumble, but Trey Flowers made the play, and it's 4th down for Atlanta. A loss of 12 on that sack, and Trey Flowers has been playing brilliant football. He sure has. He came on awfully well as the season progressed. Guy who was limited last year. Physical with these wide receivers. Initially, Matt Ryan was working to his right, and then Flowers just able to beat Jake Matthews and get to Matt Ryan. And the knee clearly a no fumble. Good call. It was Carl Shepherds, the referee, who made the call. So now the punt from Bosher. The drive had started at the 8. Stalls, but Bosher hits a beauty back inside the 10, right around the 6. And stopped short of the 10. And the first guy there was Justin Hardy after a 55-yard punt. Each side's had it once. There's no score early. Back to work. Tom Brady.
Okay, Google, turn on the hall lights.
Okay, Google, turn up the music.
Okay, Google, what's a good substitute for cardamom?
Combine 1 part cinnamon and 1 part nutmeg.
Okay, Google, what sound is a whale make? Okay, Google, what's the weather?
Today is June.
How do you say nice to meet you in Spanish?
Encantada de conocerte. Okay, Google, dim the downstairs lights.
There is a truth and it's on our side. Dawn is coming, open your eyes. I will stay with you tonight. Hold you close to the morning light.
Guys, how can we be a secret society if we can't keep all of our secrets?
Do they know that we faked the moon landing?
Or that there's only 49 shades of gray?
No, they're suspicious, but what they do know is that avocados from Mexico have good fat, which means that someone in here, Kyle, are you streaming this?
Is that not cool?
No, it's not cool. That's what secret means. It's a secret society.
This is good.
Secret, yeah.
At least they don't know about subliminal advertising. What?
Avocados from Mexico.
Today's game is sponsored by Intel. Experience the game like never before from every angle.
Sophie Schneider, winner of this year's NFL Play 60 Super Bowl contest, presented by Danimals. Had the honor of handing off the Super Bowl 51 game ball to the officials prior to the start of tonight's game. Sophie acting as an NFL Play 60 ambassador, encouraging kids to get active. For 60 minutes at the 10, here's a handoff to Edelman. Got away from one, but not much, and he gets caught out of bounds. No flag. And Edelman gets up, yelling at the official a game or two. Well, it's interesting, you watch New England and as you see the end of this play here, Deion Jones comes in and is able to get it like it, but to open up this game, New England spreads out the Falcons. They try to throw the football. They come back on that first down there with 2 tight ends, hand the ball to Edelman. The Falcons played well. Second down and 8. Brady hangs in and finds his top target, Edelman. Rather, Amendola for 13 yards and a first down. It's Edelman or Amendola, 2 little guys, and this time it's Julian Edelman for 13. I mean, we talk about the Falcons and the weapons
Did you say
that they
Julian
have on
Edelman
the
for
offensive side of
13?
the ball. These receivers for Tom Brady
Okay.
are awfully good, and they create some. Danny Amendola, it's been a tough year for him. He's been limited in a lot of ways with some injuries, but he is coming on, and if he can be a factor, he makes things a lot tougher. With a good injury, here's Brady, has a man on the side. Hogan, who started the championship game against Pittsburgh, 9 catches, 180, and 2 touchdowns, has 15 here. And Chris Hogan, what a story he is. And he's an excellent route runner, working against Jalen Collins. Good timing. The Falcons are getting a little bit of pressure there on Tom Brady, but with that kind of timing, no way to defense that. I thought it was interesting when you talked with Josh McDaniels, Brady's offensive coordinator, and he said, I don't see Brady's eyes hitting his targets or going down pass rush at all, even at the age of 39. It's a blocked. Play gets sprung out and blocked. Ends up with a 2-yard gain. Keanu Neal on the tackle, rookie safety, and we'll look at this defense. The numbers don't knock you out for Aikman, but this is a defense that is on the rise here, and they got much better as the season went on.
Well, they sure did. And how about the NFC Championship game when they were able to shut out the Packers there in that first half? And we've seen a lot of growth, a lot of young players, but they're going to be tested unlike ever before in this ball game with Tom Brady. Second and 8.
Mitchell, who missed 2 late season games with a knee injury, gets 7. It'll be 3rd down and 1. The combination is the best combination in history of the league as far as head coach and quarterback, and Bill Belichick. In his 7th Super Bowl as a head coach, he passes Don Shula here tonight. 3rd down and 1 for the 2nd time in the first quarter. Shotgun, Brady. Pass was behind, but caught by James White. Good move to the 40. Nice catch by the young running back, good for 11. Well, James White, he is a real threat as a receiver. Was 2nd on the team this year with 60 receptions. They can play him out. He's capable of doing a lot of things, and they motion him back in towards the formation, and he's able to get a pretty good release and convert the 3rd down. Brady, who started 5 for 6, 5 different receivers. Cameron Fleming, an extra offensive lineman, comes in.
Got him!
And it's been Courtney Upshaw who makes the Super Bowl sack. And he says that's 1, a loss of 9. Well, they're trying to get verticals through here, but the Falcons
Other
play
side.
well. And you're going to see Courtney Upshaw off the play action. He's able to come in. And off the edge as well, the pressure that's back in his face, Shaq Mason. Patriots trying to go play action, take a shot down the field. The Falcons secondary plays it well, and then they get home up front. 2nd and 19. Brady floats it downfield. Pass is incomplete for James White. Got his hands on it, couldn't secure the catch. Deion Jones in coverage. If you're going to play the Patriots, you better be able to cover this route. Get White down the field. That's a good matchup right there between 2 guys that can really run. Deion Jones is as fast as any linebacker in football. White just unable to make the play on that one. 2nd round pick from LSU. 3rd down and 19. Well, 3rd and long, and the Falcons decide to go too deep, and then man underneath, and they cover it up awfully well. And with time, Brady just unable to find a receiver, and eventually the protection breaks down on him. Excellent job of getting off the field once again. Allen hits the punt, kind of a knuckleball, and a fair catch gone for and hauled in by Eric Weems, 37-yard punt. Second time in this game, no score early in Super Bowl 51.
Did you get any chocolate?
I'm back.
Tickle the chopper.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Mobile Strike. Download and play now. Free from the App Store.
It is one of the most powerful tools our species has created. It helps doctors fight disease. It can predict. It improves education for children everywhere. And now, we unleash it on your taxes.
Hello, my name is Watson.
Yep, IBM Watson in the hands of H&R Block tax professionals. Creating a future where every last deduction and credit is found. A future of more money going back into the pockets of more families. This is the future H&R Block is building. Welcome to Taxes One. Get your taxes one.
Katie,
Look.
Katie, Katie,
People are looking.
Katie, 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 romance the rainbow, taste the rainbow.
That's the first Super Bowl commercial.
Provided by Bud Light, the first drive started at the 8. This one starts at the 12. Tom Brady sacked 19 times in 14 games this year. 2 on that drive by the young Atlanta defense. Hope backs in there. Right and left of Matt Ryan, and it's Tevin Coleman running to the right. Has an alley.
Yes!
And a nice carry on first down of 9 yards, brought down by Devin McCourty. You go back and take a look at Grady Jarrett, and onto the left side, he keeps playing and circles back and is able to make a play. And talking to Dan Quinn, he said, I think Grady Jarrett could be a guy who can certainly put some pressure aside. That was a long way to travel. 2nd down and 1. Wide open is a fullback to Marco, and he's got a first down across the 30. Let's give you a look at the Atlanta Falcons, their season in review. They finished with a record of 11-5. For 500, it's the most in the NFL. 6 players selected in Pro Bowl. And so far in the season, they have defeated Seattle, defeated Green Bay, advanced to their 2nd Super Bowl in their 51-year history. Freeman on a toss. Well played. Branch was in the middle of it. Flowers. What are you going to do? But the defense for New England is coordinated by Matt Patricia. And up front, you see a bunch of the names, not just the starting lineup, but names you will see within this game. Flowers already had a sack in this game. The linebackers had Kyle Van Noy. In the course of the season, the secondary very underrated. Second eight. I think this entire defense is underrated. It's an awfully good group. Here's a toss to Coleman running. Nice play made by Logan Ryan. Coleman was looking for first down yardage, got knocked down short of it. He had a 5-3. And he's got to be awfully happy with the way that the Falcons are running the football. They've been able to get on the perimeter with right there. With Jake Matthews pulling out, they crack down to seal a number of times already. They've got the edge, and that's typically difficult to do against the defense. They want to funnel everything inside to the big guys, but the Falcons, they've been able to get on the perimeter. 3rd down and 3. Ryan steps up and is going to slide down with a loss on the play. Alan Branch was there for the Patriots. And now each defense has made 2 stops, a loss of 2 on the play. A little zone action with the defense. They drop defensive linemen underneath to cover up some of those underneath throws. So on 3rd downs now, when it looks like these offenses have started to get something going, defenses have been able to step up and make a play. Patriots defense now has 2 third-down sacks. Bosher hits another high-hanging punt. Edelman from just inside the 10. Clear out of bounds across the 15. They'll mark him at the 18. 55
crisp and cold as a mountain stream. It has the same great taste it's always had. Even the same sound.
Streaming for, I've been live streaming for 30 minutes, but I still have 0 viewers.
What do you think I look like? I'm wiry. Oh, I love stuff. Give me more stuff.
We're no strangers to love.
I love that. Hey, I know a bunch of people who like that.
That loves what you're doing. So build a site in under an hour at GoDaddy.
Next Gen Stats, sponsored by Mercedes-Benz. The best or nothing. Stay tuned. Biggest moment of the year. Zero Sugar Super Bowl 51 half, featuring the one and only Lady Gaga. Premieres Wednesday on FX. Today's game on Fox is presented by Crisp Cold Bush.
Well, a thrill of a lifetime for these 7 guys last night at the NFL Honors Award Show as they were introduced to the world as the new Hall of Fame class. Morton Anderson,
Do you remember the Doritos one? That's what I was just
Jerry
talking
Jones,
about.
Jason Taylor, Warner, Dave Tomlinson.
Big old baby.
Hard to believe that with Tom Brady at quarterback, no first quarter points. The previous 6 tries in the Super Bowl and shut out so far. Start at the 18-yard line. Brady, good protection, Edelman. First down across the 30. Tackle made by Alford. Gain of 13. They go man-to-man coverage in the secondary, and Julian Edelman. This guy is a great receiver, and you see the move that he's able to make on Robert Alford, and that's the guy who's going to be matched up with Julian Edelman, and that is a tough task. Watching Julian Edelman's career, he never played wide receiver. He was a quarterback in college, and he has made it into one of the game's greats. Lane handoff to Blunt. Some room to run finally for LeGarrette Blunt. Alford on the tackle after a gain of 7. We talk about these running backs, Joe, for the New England Patriots, and there's some pretty strong tendencies when each one of these backs is in the game, and when LeGarrette Blunt's in the game, most of the time they're going to run the football, and any passing they do is play line up. Falcons load up, expecting the run, but the Patriots have a nice pick. Handoff again, but it's going to be a yard shot. The first down, maybe just a little more. Second down at 3, and that will likely be the end of quarter number 1 in Super Bowl 51. Well, it's a nothing game after 1. The Atlanta Falcons, the New England Patriots. Fans have had fun so far. Back and forth, no scoring. Back for the second quarter after this from your local Fox station.
When I open up my eyes, inspiration, alright. I feel so alive, and then my heart, something magical is about to start. Oh, just look around.
Intel 360 Replay makes anything look epic. Literally anything. see it in the
Is that
game.
Tom Brady? Yeah.
Begin.
What the? Oh.
On the net, house buyers, Carrie and Derek make a big decision on a teensy house.
So is this your teensy house?
In a world of tanks.
Tanks rule!
Unity. Real awful moms.
I am a good mom.
No, you're not. My kids are perfect. That's just game.
In a world of tanks.
Tanks rule!
Unity. All the places we've been and all the places we're going and growing, we couldn't be more proud of the place we call home. For more than 70 years, downtown Cedar Rapids has served as the corporate headquarters of UFG, an insurance company with a national presence and notable recognition. UFG was named one of America's 50 most trustworthy financial companies by Forbes and a top workplace in Iowa by the Des Moines Register. We found our place and our success in Cedar Rapids. Now come find yours at UFG.
And so welcome back to NRG Stadium at Super Bowl 50. The third time the city of Houston hosted, second time this stadium for the 2003 season. New England Patriots won here over Carolina. See what's happened here, no scoring. 8 scoreless first quarter in Super Bowl teams. This one, Edelman, first down and more. Field and Brady with plenty of time, finds it for 27. Well, this is what Pat's been doing. Initially, Tom Brady's trying to work Amendola down here to the screen, but no coverage. And so it's off of him, and with time in the pocket, he signals to Edelman right here to take up the field, knowing he's in man coverage, and then he beats him with the ball. From the 33, Blunt gets it on the handoff. Ball's out. That is out. A flag is down.
Let's go, Falcons. Yeah. Oh! It's holding. Flag is holding. Penalties decline.
Number 88 offense. Because the result of the play is a fumble recovered by the defense. It declines. First down and last.
Bill Belichick told us this is the best script team we will face all year, and it's the rookie Deion Jones. What a play in the first turnover. It belongs to Atlanta.
Suck it like airplane. Talk about leaving Pittsburgh.
I'm gonna rise right out of the ground. No grave can
Don't
hold
forget.
my body. Well, look way down the river. What do you think I see? I see a band of angels, and they're coming after me. Ain't no grave can hold my body down. Pirate's life. There ain't no grave can hold my body down.
I recently discovered that pistachios are a good source of butter. My go-to. That one's broken.
That's all right, son. Get right back up. You're all right.
Isn't this camera? Yeah.
Oh, check out that view.
Wow, that's
No,
nice. But you and my kids can't mute. Yay! Blue 42 set.
Oh, God. You should have thrown it like 3 seconds.
best we can. New Buick. It's a good looking Buick right there. That's a Buick.
Nice play, Billy!
And Kerr.
How about the rookie? Second out of LSU. This Falcons team practices. Second guy in, try to sprint the ball. And that happened with Dion forcing the fumble. Garrett Blunt fumbled in the Patriots' first game of the year. Hadn't fumbled in the previous 16 straight.
You got one person? Where? I don't know.
Go back to it in a minute. Play action. Ryan.
Oh yeah. Julio.
Is fought for, and Julio Jones somehow comes down with a football showing how strong he is.
They were all up on him.
19-yard completion. What a catch. And it was unbelievable because the ball is just a little behind with good coverage from Logan Ryan and clearly contested, and he's just able to make a play on it. And those are the kinds of things that he does. He doesn't surprise anybody on this Falcons team. They watch him in practice. He's an amazing athlete. He just made the first time he's been targeted in this first hit. Ryan, sideline, there he is again. Jones backs out of bounds. With a first down inside the 30 at the 29, good for 23 yards. This is
Look at Bill Belichick.
dangerous because once he gets that he's going deep, and you got to open it up yourself. But the timing with Matt Ryan coming off of it over to the sideline. First time the Falcons have been inside Patriot territory.
They have one subscriber. Wait, I didn't subscribe? Yeah.
14-yard line.
Yeah.
4 and left.
I subscribed to you and you subscribed to me.
About his fibula and how he would hold up. He's at center. He does an excellent job of
Look at him. Look at him go.
off of his own blocking scheme and just knifes it in the middle. Here in Allen Branch.
Take off, Freeman.
Down near the 6, maybe the 5, and they're going to mark him just in gain of 9. And Devontae Freeman, he can cut on a dime, and he's perfect for
I
his
have no
Kyle
subscribers.
Shanahan running game.
I want to
We
subscribe.
saw it on the previous
Does it
play.
say?
How to come back with it the other way. And he sees the cutback once again. It makes the people miss.
I don't have a
And now Hightower's trying
And
to
you
call a
liked?
timeout, and they finally grant it as Atlanta kept coming up to the line in a hurry. And the Patriots trying to catch their breath, trying to make the turnover turn into points here in Super Bowl 51.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me.
What movie is this? Wolverine.
Rated R.
Hello,
Justin Bieber.
I'm Justin Bieber, celebration expert. There was a high five. And then there was this.
Spike.
From the spike, it evolved quickly. We got the shimmy, we got the shake, and the shimmy, shimmy, shake. Then there was T.O. We took it. That guy's got unlimited moves. And today, everyone wants things unlimited. Nice moves, kid.
I'm not done yet.
Say goodbye to limits. Introducing T-Mobile One. All unlimited, all in. Tax and fees included.
Everyone loves unlimited. Post your moves now, and I'm gonna share my faves. Where did this guy come from? Look at him dance. Unlimited moves. This guy's got the shimmity sham sham shimmity shake right there.
Mobile virtual player. It's exactly of our practice protocol. Get guys out, do the things that you're going to do on game day. Just don't get hurt.
Today's Game on Fox is sponsored by T-Mobile. Post your celebration moves now.
Car.
Coming up on the halftime show, the one and only Lady Gaga performs for all you little monsters out there. And speaking of little monsters, TV and the guys, they'll break down the first half of the game. Yeah, don't miss it, America.
What about the second half?
How much can you possibly go wrong, right?
The Atlanta Falcons during the regular season rushed for over 120 yards per game, good for 5th in the NFL. They're averaging over 11 yards a carry here in the first first half against New England. 2nd and 1. Freeman, what a cut!
Touchdown. Marshawn Lynch wanted me. LeGarrette Blount, you feeling salty?
Can this see me?
No. It's zoomed into the
They put Julio Jones in the backfield.
right. That was on here though.
Defense flowing a little bit. Mohamed Sanu, excellent. And an easy touchdown. And
No.
the Falcons have gashed this defense on the ground. Ryan now for the point out.
I bet you this should be wet. This is it. I call it wet.
7-0 Atlanta. It started with a strip. The rookie Deion Jones
Got him.
forced the turnover. Thrilled. His team turns it into and a lead.
When you start out, you might not know where you're going, or what you're doing, or this red rose with you.
You just keep going. Keep your focus and avoid the distractions.
At times, you may fall flat on your face, but technically that's still moving forward.
You gotta pick yourself up, make some moves, and do it all with a smile.
Believe in yourself. You think that any of these guys believe that I can? Definitely not. That was a rhetorical question, Errol.
If you wanna make an album, make an album.
If you want to make a universe, make a universe.
If you wanna play the clarinet, maybe don't dress like this, but play the clarinet.
The point is, all dreams are within reach. All you have to do is keep moving towards them.
Here's to chasing dreams and the amazing places they lead. The all-new
Oh.
from Honda.
I just want to tell you that I've had enough. It might sound crazy, but it ain't no lie, baby. Bye, bye, bye.
Ooh, he's dropping. JT.
Calories, no artificial sweeteners, and taste amazing. Bye.
Bye.
You want to know, don't you? Why they keep coming here? To Earth.
Your world is dying. Do you seek redemption?
My maker, I do.
On that drive, Julio Jones, the first 42 yards. Freeman had the last 29, including a 5-yard touchdown run. For Freeman, his 10th rushing touchdown over the last 9 games. These two teams tied for the league low with 11 giveaways offensively and a fumble by Garrett Blount leads to the point spot. Zone is Lewis. And Dion Lewis tripped up as he crosses the 15. Now you can be the player and see the play through the quarterback's eyes. You see Matt Ryan and what he sees off the play action, and he looks out there and he sees that he's got man coverage with safety help over the top to Julio Jones, and it's just a matter of beating him with the ball, and that's the big play that Julio had when he got strong at the
Go back. Go.
and hauled that one in. And
Get right in the
Jones,
mouth.
this New England Patriot team, this is the first time that they trailed in a game since week 12. That was here they are starting at their 16 down 7.
I told him.
Brady floats it toward the sideline, broken up. Mitchell the target, and good coverage by C.J. Goodwin. A former receiver in college, and he's really been learning the position of cornerback in the NFL. Yeah, now he gets to do it on the biggest stage here in Super Bowl 51, and played sparingly. Initially, it looked like he had the ball, but Goodwin, he makes a play. Goes in with 7. And they're the first 3 possessions for Bill Belichick's New England Patriots. Well, we talked about it coming into the game, Joe, as to how this young Falcons team, especially this defense, was going to hold up with the emotion of the game. And they are flying around, and they have made some plays. That play by Deion Jones, he's had a heck of a first half already, but that first fumble was big. 3rd down and 7. Steps up, finds White, and he's brought down immediately. It's 4th down, and after falling behind, the Patriots go 3 and out. They go Julian Edelman in motion, and because Alford Ball is on, Brady knows he's got man coverage. It's a good matchup, running an option route against C.J. Goodwin, and Goodwin comes up. 2 big plays now on that drive, makes an open field tackle to force a punt. And over and short punch. Starting field position for Atlanta. They lead by 7. They'll start outside their own 35. And the 4-time Super Bowl champion frustrated.
Back in 5.
Piggy, you gotta clean that shirt.
Oh, I need a shirt.
I know. You're trending.
Trending? Here, Terry, take mine. Where's wardrobe? On the loose.
Hi. You got
Zell's migration is an extraordinary.
Do you think we could probably check out the game?
The search for fresh foliage during the dry season.
Hey, Terry. It's not what's on here that counts. It's what's in here.
Really?
I don't know.
What was that?
That was an okay commercial. It's not like a good one, it's just an okay one.
Well, kids, Daddy's dead. Let me guess. Faking your own death to get out of your Verizon contract?
Isn't that illegal?
What are you, a cop?
You could have switched to Sprint. Their network reliability is within 1% of Verizon, and they save you 50% on most current Verizon rates.
Shoot.
Don't let a 1% difference cost you twice as much. Tonight, the clock resets.
Hey, Khalid found us.
We're blown. There will be attacks all over the country. I'm gonna make this right.
Karma doesn't fail.
For legacy after the Super Bowl on Fox.
Stay tuned for music's big moment of the year, the Pepsi Zero Sugar Super Bowl 51 halftime show featuring one and only Lady Gaga. 10:57 left on the scoreboard clock, and you see the ball control. That battle's being won by New England, but starting at their own 38, play action. Ryan, wide open. Gabriel inside the 40. The young receiver who was cut from the Cleveland Browns, who has had a big year, gains 20. Phil Jones, he goes through the middle, and because he's puncturing the middle of that defense, it softens up. A deep safety, and it allows Gabriel to get in there uncontested for a nice completion. Ryan zooms it, rolls out to his left, has to get rid of it to the sideline. It's a catch, Julio Jones. What a throw and what a grab by number 11 and 18. The body gets both feet down and is able to secure the catch. Eric Rose with safety help. It's now one-on-one, so he's able to trail and ball game, and yet he's still making big plays. Matt Ryan is 6 for 6 for 96 yards. Falcons have been able to run it and run it well. Tevin Coleman this time, Scott, with a game. Look at this running game for the Falcons, and as I said, this is a New England defense that has been really good in run defense. They're only giving up just under 90 yards a game, and heck, the Falcons almost had that with 9 minutes to play in the second quarter. So this is a defense that's not accustomed to teams running the football the way that the Falcons have, and when you're able to do that, all the things that the Falcons have done here continues to be play action stuff and the big shots feel. Second down and 9. Ryan unloads the tight end. Hooper fought for the ball. Chung in coverage. And it's incomplete. Third down and 9. Now that was Hooper playing defense right there. Patrick Chung, he's in a great position, and when that ball came out, it looked to me like Chung was going to be able to make an interception on the ball, and Hooper's able to get in there, break it up. Falcons are easily inside field goal range for the big leg kicker, Matt Bryant. Third down and 9.
It's going to be holding. Actually, no. Defensive pass interference.
It's going to be against New England. The touchdown will stand.
I'm calling it defensive pass on number 23.
You're going to see Julio Jones and Devin McCourty, the safety. They're doubling him inside out. When you do that, you go one-on-one elsewhere. And Austin Hooper is able to beat John.
There's the flag. There's also a flag.
Throw threw him open on that play. Looked a little bit to me like Hooper might have gotten away with it, on the grass to be able to get inside and make a play on that ball. Well, he's a rookie, Austin. 18-yard touchdown. He had 3 during the regular season. A knee injury cost him the final 2 games of the regular season. He's got a Super Bowl touchdown. And the Atlanta Falcons have an extra point. A flag is down, and it looked like the player, Shane McClellan, who jumped over, may have mistimed his leap. So Bryant, he was right in Bryant's face to the point where Matt couldn't even attempt the extra point. Here's the call.
Number 58, defense. He was on the line of scrimmage at the time the ball was snapped. 5-yard penalty, retry.
Mike Pereira, the call was an illegal formation against the defense.
Yeah, I really don't like the call, although he tries to time the leap. If he's on the line of scrimmage directly over the center, then that's an illegal formation. But he came through over the gap, and so really, to me, this is not a foul.
Well, it moves the ball up to the 10. You can see Bill Belichick, he's not on the center, he's on the guard. Would make a word or two out. It's a 14-0 game. Well, Matt Ryan's playing like a superstar. And this young Atlanta team leads by 14.
Will serve the leader and wise.
We only wanted to make the world better.
Better.
Better never means better for everyone.
My name is Alfred, and I intend to survive.
Just how far does WeatherTech go to protect your vehicle?
I'm on it.
WeatherTech, made right in America.
I love you, halftime bathroom break. You exist in the few precious moments between the halftime whistle and the halftime show. Ending as rivals, to sinning as one. I love you, halftime bathroom break. But sometimes you stink. New Febreze odor clear technology cleans away odors like never before. The halftime bathroom break is coming. Is your bathroom ready? New Febreze.
You are no good at this. Come on.
Provided by Bud Light. What a host city Houston, Texas has been. They put their to it. And it's been a treat to be in this city during the Super Bowl week. The Atlanta Falcons lead by 14. It's the largest deficit in a Brady-Belichick Super Bowl for the Patriots. They've taken their 7th. 8:48 left in the first half. And Tom Brady and the offense will set up at the 25. Coming up, it's the Alfa Romeo halftime report. Tom Brady is back onto the field. Kurt, Terry, Howie, Michael, and Jimmy. First half highlights and analysis. And a social media check-in with Katie Nolan. Well, now Brady is in a 14-point hole. He limited total yards this quarter with 8:48 left. Over the middle, the tight end, Bennett. He's just to add to that stat about the largest Brady-Belichick Super Bowl. No team has ever come back from a 2-touchdown deficit to win a Super Bowl. 10 points is the big one. But this is a 14-0 game and an impressive start by Dan Quinn's Falcons. First down. Brady pass is short of Edelman, and he was recovered. Falcons defense has been flying around the ball. They've done a lot of good things, and even being said, the Patriots, you know, they moved the ball. That the turnover in this game is really, you know, when you look at the offense for the Patriots, they were rolling then and just unable to come away with any points, and that kind of ignited the Falcons offensively. There it is right there with Deion Jones, and Jalen Collins made a similar play that kind of got that game turned around against the Green Bay Packers in the NFC Championship game. On second, Brady throws in the pass behind Amendola. Brady was under pressure yet again, 3rd and 10. Yeah, overall, they have been able to do a good job of getting to Brady, and they've been able to do it without having to start relying on bringing extra rushers. So with that, they're able to still play cover. It's a 4-man rush. Brooks Reed, he's coming off the edge, and Brady feels the urgency to get the ball out, and they've been able to make him uncomfortable. He's been hit 5 times, sacked twice. 3rd and 10. Four-man rush. Brady fires. Pass caught. Flag is down. James Short, a first down yardage. Brady got hit after he let the pass go, but flags are down. Well, Dwight Brady, he got home. You see Tom Brady, he's signaling that the penalty is against the Falcons. It's a hold which carries with it an automatic first down.
Pass, holding, number 23 defense. 5-yard penalty, automatic first.
It's on Robert Alford, the hold. A hold there in the right arm of Julian Edelman. Dwight Brady, he put the spin move, his patented spin move, and was able to get a hit on Brady just as he was letting go of the ball. Brady with 122.5 sacks, 18th all time. Playing his first Super Bowl with 1-1 with Indy. On first down, hand off to Blunt, and he is stood up at the line of scrimmage. Milano, a former Patriot, was in on the stop with Jonathan Babineau.
For all this, there would have been a lot of
13 with a back injury. He's had surgery. He's excited, obviously, with how he feels right now going into next year. But when the Patriots Gronkowski, they lost a major down the middle of the field weapon. A great player. Other people stepped up. Chris Hogan, Malcolm Mitchell, but you just don't replace the threat. A guy like Rob Gronkowski and what he means to a defense and having to defend him. They fake the handoff. Brady gets rid of it to James White. And White gets tripped up by Robert Alford. And a lot of room if Alford doesn't make that stop. A gain of 7, 3rd and 3 coming. And that's one thing that the Falcons defense has done a pretty good job of. These offenses are outstanding in yards after the catch. But for the most part, when the Patriots have gotten the ball in their hands, they've been able to come up and make some pretty good open field tackles. Third down and 3. Brady, flag is down. Pass incomplete.
I think it's called on the offense. I think
It's a hold against Atlanta. That'll be another.
I was roughing the pass.
Prior to the pass, holding, number 34.
I think I'm a 6-7.
That's on Brian Poole, and he gets cut with the has a face mask on Danny Amendola. Brady gets hit right at the end of that play. Andre Campbell, he acts like he's going to rush, and then he backs out. He comes late. Seeing Brady had time in the pocket, but with time, it's, as we talked about, with the speed and the quickness of these receivers, it really stresses these defensive backs. 2 downs by Kelly on 3rd downs during this drive. Here's one right side with Devlin in front of him, not much.
Yeah, he got punched.
Makes it to the 45, a gain of 1 where Tyson Jackson made. The Patriots have not been a great running football team this season. And the Falcons haven't been a great run defense, this season, and which was going to prevail. And here in this first half, this Falcons defense has done a good job stifling the running game of the New England Patriots. Deion Lewis in the backfield with Brady on 2nd and 9.
What's that mean? Me?
Darnell Allen was right on his back anyway, but now 3rd and 9. Tom Brady.
Dude, it's been 1 hour and 11 minutes since you recorded. How do you check the views? Oh, you can really see it clear here. Tom Brady.
Now each side is left with 2 with 5:16 left in the half. As
No.
we remind you to stay tuned for music's biggest moment of the year, the Pepsi Zero Sugar Super Bowl 51 halftime show. That'll be a spectacle, no doubt. Going to be right now 14-9 Atlanta, and there's Lady Gaga on the field posing for her own. Super Bowl history, 10 points to tie. Falcons are showing an all-out blitz. 3rd down and 9. Brady throws incomplete, but their flag. And it happened in the secondary, and it's another hold against Atlanta.
Prior to the pass, holding, number 34 defense.
That's 3 defensive holds on this drive against Atlanta. And an easy call. See the release there by Malcolm Mitchell, and then it causes the hold of Andre Campbell. He just went right through Shaq Mason at right guard, and Brady has to get the ball out. But now, like you said, another penalty. Another one on Brian Poole. And whether it's been Amendola or Hogan or anyone else, they put him in a bind. All 3 of those holds have come on 3rd downs. Well played by Atlanta. And yardage column. Dominance by the Falcons. Garrett won so far, just 2 yards a carry, 8 for 16 with a fumble.
45!
Second and 10 play action. Brady fires passes, caught by Bennett, and he's got a New England first down. And again, Tom Brady just able to get rid of it before the pressure completes it for 13. And he comes off the ball, and he's able to get some separation there and get the ball into his hands. And he's had to do a little bit more with Robin as well. He's bounced around. Patriots give up a 4th-round pick for him, and he's come through some nice plays throughout the season. Grab the throw, and they hand it off to Lewis. They'll take it inside the 25 to the 24, a gain of 3. That's a nice drive round by this Patriots offense. Been aided, as we said, by some penalties with this Falcons defense. Kept some drives going, but down 14 points. First half down, needing to come away with something to get a little more back on their side. Now they're running. After the Falcons won the toss, they deferred. They'll get the ball start the second half. 2nd and 7. Lewis. A spin, can't get away. For extra yardage, 3rd down coming up. A gain of 1. Brady Jarrett is there to make the big hit. The first guy there was Dwight Freeney. Well, I think this defensive front for the Falcons was really challenged coming in this game. You see Brady Jarrett, I halfway expected to see a flag. When you start body slamming guys, you start looking for yellow flags coming out. But they have played really well, whether it's been getting pressure on Brady with a 4th rush or playing the run. They have risen to the challenge here in this first half. 3rd down and 6.
Tom Brady! Tom Brady!
He's gone. There are no flags.
Can you get to that?
Their lead. Pick 6.
Ahmed, do you remember that Eagles game where Tom Brady tried to tackle him? He did the same thing. Watch the replay when he tries to tackle him. This is too good. Why? The Falcons might just finally win their first Super Bowl. Watch
underneath, and you're going to see Alford. He's deep, and he just reads Brady. He drives underneath.
The tackle.
He makes the play, and Tom Brady's not able to slow him down. That's a great job now with the Patriots.
I would have been.
This time it's a pick 6. 2:21 left in the first half. This young defense on the biggest stage. Shutting down Tom Brady.
21. Let's go! Come on, lose, Patriots. Let's lose.
Second-year head coach, Dan Quinn. His group up by 21.
They're not. The game is done. Imagine they come back.
We wanted to be epic. We rode on the backs of dragons and dreamt of flying cars. We were taught that power was nothing more than being the strongest guy in the room. But brute strength was not enough. We had to learn grace. We found that staying true to who you are all that matters. The balance is found. It's created. And the ability to reinvent ourselves is the most human trait of all. All this to grow fearless, so that when we got the chance, we could deliver that flying car, and once again, ride on the backs of dragons. tuned for music's biggest moment of the year. The Pepsi Zero Sugar Super Bowl halftime show featuring the one and only Lady Gaga.
Today's Game on Fox is sponsored by Colgate. In theaters March 3rd, rated R. And by Budweiser. Go see the Clydesdale Super Bowl party now on Budweiser's Facebook page.
Next Gen Stats, presented by Mercedes-Benz. You look at the passing by distance there, and effective Matt Rye's been. Typically, when you start looking at beyond 20 yards, you don't have that kind of completion percentage, but he has been hot. Guys have certainly made some plays on him, and a big turnaround there by Robert Alford on the interception. Man coverage, and it looked like even Alford got caught up a little bit and not seeing Julian Edelman across the field, and it frees him up, and he just drives on the ball and makes a big time 82-yard return for the first ever pick six against Tom Brady in a postseason game. We're on the Super Bowl.
You need a blanket.
Brady's going to really have to go 2 or 10 by 21 back to the pick. Yeah, you're going to see Alford deep and Edelman across the field, but he doesn't run with him. Everybody else was in man coverage.
Got him.
Alford kind of lost sight of where Edelman went, but nevertheless, he was there. He drives on the play. And for really an offense, for both of these offenses, came in the game turning the ball over the fewest in the National Football League. 2 costly turnovers by this Patriots.
James Harrison, longest pick six.
Turning to 25. Tom Brady 3 for his last 8 with an interception. Handoff is to White. Tom Brady started this game 7 for 9, but as I said, 3 for 8 since with a pick. 3-yard carry there. 2nd and 7, and we're coming up with a 2-minute warning. Patriots with the ball, 2 timeouts in their pocket. Trailing by 21 in Super Bowl 51.
Today's Game on Fox is sponsored by Intuit TurboTax. Relax, there's TurboTax.
What are they? Oh, they're the Kingsmen.
We did try and put you back together. That horse could have done a better job.
Hello, Mr. Dundee. Do you have a tax question?
I've recently had some unforeseen medical expenses.
Oh, I hope it's not too bad.
It's pretty bad. Anyway, can I get a tax deduction for the hospital bills?
In your case, yes. You can enter the expenses here.
Oh, aren't you helpful? It's so difficult to find good help these days.
Bet you were the one sitting on the wall.
Did you say something? Yeah, thought not.
Machines don't have
Come on,
emotions.
where are the good Super Bowl
Rare
commercials?
few can
Over an hour. Like the Dorito commercial last year, you know, that was last year.
the new
Well, every year they're supposed to have the good commercials.
Lexus.
Yeah, but not the
Experience
Doritos.
amazing.
No, I'm not just talking about like Doritos, I'm talking about like any brand.
Just went rogue. I'm taking you down, so right out where I got.
I'm voting on
You're gonna need a
Rudolph.
little help. You wanna tell me why you just put me in a room with this criminal?
You know, that t-shirt's cut off the circulation of your brain. You should get bigger size.
You guys are gonna work together.
Love to.
Miles away.
They just don't give up, do they?
Oh, damn!
I want to go swimming.
I got you, brother.
Well, Dan Quinn, the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons, is in his 3rd Super Bowl over the last 4 years. 2 times as defensive coordinator for the Seattle Seahawks. His young defense is looking like able to get pressure with 4. Secondary flying around, good active linebacker. Second down and 7. Brady gets his, he throws it.
Oh, I thought those were
Caught by Bennett.
I thought that was going to be
Unbelievable. That ball was up for grabs, and it drops into the arms of Bennett for 15 yards.
Yeah, Beasley does a nice job of coming underneath the block and getting a hit on Brady. And what typically happens on those types of balls that are intercepted, but Bennett in the perfect position to make a play on the ball.
Wow. Now Devondre Campbell, the rookie linebacker, is down for Atlanta. We'll take a break here in Houston.
No, it's not a joke to start a menswear line, fashion line, and you have the domain johnmalkovich.com, which I very much need. Yeah, you think at johnmalkovich.com they're actually looking for you, or maybe they're looking for me. Listen, I really get out of my vein. John Malkovich hung up. johnmalkovich.com has a table.
You're as cold as ice. Sacrifice our love.
Keep on marching on. There's some kind of attack coming.
I have to try and stop them. I can't just let these attacks happen.
Carter was the youngest squad leader in the history of the Rangers. He doesn't fail. The terrorists have acquired this.
These codes go out and then we'll be attacked all over this country. Do you understand me?
This is only the beginning.
Tonight, the that's 24 Legacy after the Super Bowl on Fox.
There isn't a more beloved young head coach in the NFL than Dan Quinn by his team. He's from Morristown, New Jersey, born in 1970, defensive coach. The San Francisco, Miami, the Jets, Seattle, defensive coordinator and line coach with the Florida Gators, 2011, 2012. Defense coordinator for the Seahawks and the championship team in 2013. They lost to the Patriots in 2014 in the Super Bowl. And look at the last 2 postseason games, what they've done in the first half between the Green Bay Packers, the championship game, and now Tom Brady and the Patriots. Time had to be taken by Atlanta with the injury to Devondre Campbell. They're left with 1. Patriots have 2. Brady with protection misses Julian Edelman, who was wide open. We get Edelman across the formation, and he's open, a perfectly designed play, and Brady just simply misses him. This time he is afforded a little more time in the pocket to deliver the football. And Dwight Freeney, who hasn't gotten home yet, has certainly been in the backfield a lot. He has had a heck of a first half, and it hasn't been lost on the Patriots. They worked him over pretty good on that last play. Brady for his last 10, 2nd and 10. Good protection again, and Brady finds a receiver and more inside the 30. And with the clock running, they like to keep their timeouts. A 28-yard catch and run. Now, one of the few times we've seen the Falcons over pursue and unable to make a tackle after the catch. First down from the 29. Quick setup and throw. Hogan. He's to the 21. Tom Brady has rallied the Patriots from a 21-point or more deficit to win a game 3 times in his career. St. Joe, he's got the Patriots with a 2nd down and 2. Running 40 to play. Sideline up close for Hogan. Now 3rd and 2 with 30 seconds left and go back to the catch and run by White. And James White, he's in the backfield. Deion Jones in coverage and gets him running. And then Jones just not anticipating that White's going to get the ball thrown to him and not then there to make the tackle. They will pick up a nice game, but this is a nice drive here, we'll see what the Patriots are able to do on third down, but trying to come away with a touchdown at the same time, not leave too much time on the clock for Matt Ryan in the offense. Third down and 2. Pass is caught, first down, White to the 15, and a timeout taken by the Patriots, who scored on 6 of their first 8 possessions in the AFC title game against the Steelers. This is their 6th drive in the Super Bowl, no points so far, but they're in good position now, down 21. NFLShop.com after the game for the largest selection of Super Bowl 51 championship gear, the official store of the NFL, NFLShop.com. Brady's been under a lot of pressure against this Falcons defense. Well, it sure has. And like we've talked about, it's been predominantly with a 4-man rush. And they've been able to get home. And you start getting hit like that in rush, it has a huge impact. Now as we look at this drive, this is a Falcons defense that last in the league. Keeping people out of the end zone down here in the red zone. 23 seconds left to half. First down. One timeout remaining. Going to get on the board. Brady hangs in and finds the way. That's one of the stars of this first half. Alford got his hand in there and avoided the completion there. And the ball was just thrown at Edelman to where he couldn't catch it on the move because he had a couple steps on Robert Alford. You see it, he's able to hit him in stride. It's a touchdown, but Alford with the ball slightly thrown, he's able to make the good play. Now second down. A screen for White, gets one block to the 5, inside the 5. And now 12 seconds left, and a flag is down outside the 10. There's Martellus Bennett.
Holding, number 88 offense. And your penalty. Repeat second down.
Olatoye. He had his shoulder pads lifted up like he was taking them off. It was a costly penalty. David Andrews, the center, he gets out and makes a big-time block that springs it. Now it's all coming back. Yeah, and the killer is for New England is not only do you lose the yardage, you lose the time. Only 12 left now. And second and 15 from the 20. Second against Bennett. Brady setting up a screen for Bennett that's going nowhere. And instead of going out of bounds, the clock continues to run, and Bill Belichick, as you can see, is there to call a timeout. And instead of putting up 7 before the half, it looks like the Patriots will have to settle for a Gostkowski field goal try. Yeah, I don't know about that call by Josh McDaniels. You know, it was designed well, but if you get the ball with such little time to Martellus Bennett, it's unlikely that he's going to get it too much out of that play. So, that's one that he'd like to have back. Brady Jarrett got in there and made that play. It'll be a 41-yard try by Gostkowski, who is 29 of 31 all time during the postseason, and he has hit 20 straight. Good snap, good hole, kick is good. And with 2 seconds left in the half, the Patriots are on the board. They trail by 18. Not what Tom Brady had in mind. That drive was knocking on the door of the end zone. Brady is trying to make history here tonight. Become the first quarterback to ever win 5 Super Bowls. Is on the short end of this one, and the Atlanta Falcons. Not a lot of believers coming into this game, especially about this defense, but man, have they played great. And Troy, there was so much talk about the New England defense, and they were the top scoring defense in the NFL. New England's defense is facing a quarterback that ranked in the top 10 in quarterback rating all year, and they happen to be facing the guy in Matt Ryan who ended first with an incredible number of 117.1. Now, it's been a defense that has been questioned for that reason for much of the season in terms of who they played against, and we certainly knew that this was going to be their toughest test, and the Falcons have done an excellent job. And I think for most people, though, if you'd have said the score would be 21-3 at halftime, I think most everyone would have thought that it would have meant the Patriots were the team with 21 points. This Falcons team, both sides of the ball, they've done an outstanding job, and really it just kind of seems like they've been playing at a little different speed than what the Patriots have been. To the credit of head coach Dan Quinn, who brought his young team to the stadium here yesterday, let them get inside the locker room, take their pictures, have those moments, and then as he does during the week, one Sunday, he'll pop the trunk and go collect. Swift kick, and that's the end of the first half as it's recovered by DeMarco. Falcons have turned 2 takeaways into 14 points. The Patriots, who did not allow a return touchdown of any kind this season before today, returned by Robert Alford for a pick 6 that made it 21-0. It's now 21-3. The Alfa Romeo halftime is coming up with Kurt, Terry, Howie, Michael, and Jimmy. They'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And then stay tuned for music's biggest moment of the year, the Pepsi Zero Sugar Super Bowl 51 halftime show, featuring the one and only Lady Gaga. That's all coming up. And then the second half will follow. First half dominated by the Falcons, looking for their first championship in their 51-year franchise history. The young coach, the young team, the team.
Give me the 13th district to run, and I will upgrade it to the best technology money can buy. You guys are my partners. We're gonna change the world.
See that? That's the ground.
Shouldn't I at least get a badge, though?
You're not a cop.
Series premiere of APB tomorrow after an all-new 24 Legacy on Fox.
We receive the best dental care at the UI College of Dentistry.
We try 2 hours because our mom, Shirley, relies on the University of Iowa for her dental.